I have learned a lot in the process of making this symposium and this presentation and all, and the paper as well. Sir, first of all, I'll go to the sir, this is the schema presentation. I'll be quickly touching upon these points which I've highlighted over here, and then I'll be going to the deductions and findings, and finally concluding the presentation, sir. Sir, before I start, I just wanted to share this picture with my colleagues, with my faculty as well. That last night at 2 o'clock, this was the state of affairs out at sea in the oceans which we are discussing today. These red dots, green dots, blue dots, they all are depicting the ships which are plying round the clock, 24 hours throughout the day and night. So this is where we are. In the center place is the Indian Ocean, and the other oceans are connecting, and this all marine traffic is moving all the time. Sir, coming over to the introduction, sir, we all know that the end of the Cold War, the expectations was the world will come out of the shadows of 50 years of long war, and world will have the experience of opening to the economies and free trade and all. The major challenges which we have seen after the Cold War as well are the pandemic, global war on terror, climate change, food, energy, maritime security. SDGs have been missed and they are in progress as well. Transnational crimes, terrorism, and all. The impact of global challenges is felt in every region, posing the new challenges and opportunities. World is connected through oceans and seas, and they play an important role in the geopolitics and the strategic dominance in the trade. Contemporary era is shaping the milieu of oceans and seas in the favor of littoral states, hinterlands, and landlocked states alike. Geographical location of states does play a big part in their economies. Progressively rising multiple centers of economy powers exist, and previous global focus on transatlantic economic activity has shifted to Asia Pacific. So here comes the point, sir. I'm covering the Indian Ocean region, and out of that, the topic which I have selected is the geopolitical significance of Indian Ocean and the maritime challenges for Pakistan and order at sea. Sir, the first part of the presentation, the geopolitics significance, you must be watching it in the later part, that the other students have also selected the same starting part. However, the second part of this presentation and the papers is different. So if we are talking about the Indian Ocean region, it has the major energy littoral states, and the extra-regional forces are having a great importance in this area, and while they are operating in this area. The maritime environment of this area is connected to Pakistan as well, because Pakistan is having a long coastline, about 1,059 kilometers, and Pakistan is connected to the Indian Ocean through the North Arabian Sea. The many countries of Indian Ocean are rimming around, and the order at sea related to Pakistan maritime interest is the paramount thing which we are looking into in this presentation and the paper as well. The Pakistan faces many challenges in maritime domain to maintain the order at sea, and it requires the instruments and force to ensure the same so that the interests are safeguarded. What we have seen, sir, that the epicenter of geopolitics is Indian Ocean. The things have changed. The challenges are from non-traditional to traditional. Maritime order at sea is not simple task because of the vastness, and no nation alone can do this task. So Pakistan needs allies. Pakistan needs the forces to come together and work on this. The maritime challenge of Pakistan order at sea required the academic underpinning for awareness of the leaders. Sir, the significance which while I was going through all these things, the significance, in my opinion, of this research is that it is an explanatory research which is based on the secondary qualitative data and relative contemporary area which I have selected on this. Next, sir, is the research methodology. Sir, what I have done is that I've consulted many theories. They were already in place. I've selected case study as Pakistan, and many books, research papers. There are certain the articles which were available. So all have been consulted. I've tried to do this. So just the literature review, I'll quickly go through this. Alfred Mahan, we all know, sir, he spoke about the sea power, and he connected that sea power with many things. And then I have come across something, the second bullet, if you all can see that, is the Master Chief Petty Officer in 2012. He said that when I think of Navy's future, he was from US Navy, I go by 70, 80, 90 rule. The 70% of the world's Earth's surface is water, 80% of people live near the water, and 90% all trade comes from across the water. So this is how the people define all these things, and they have put everything in the literature and all. These are the few points just highlighting the significance of Indian Ocean after the Cold War, during the Cold War, and how after the Cold War, the axis has shifted here. There are ASEAN, SAARC is available. And once I've come across that geography plays an important role. This is what the Napoleon has also said. Then, sir, I've discussed something about Kaplan and how he looks into it, because what he says that with the IOR, with China coming in with BRI in the Indian Ocean, it has off-guarded USA. So this is how the people have translated, and they have argued on this issue as well. The US vision and strategy for 2025 in the Indian Ocean region, they are saying that we'll be shifting our focus towards this area. So this is just highlighting the importance of this. Then, sir, these are some of the points which I've covered, that how the Indian Ocean is covering 27% of. These are the basic facts which are all available, and how it has shifted from Asia Pacific transatlantic to this region. So these are some of the basic facts which the maritime environment characteristics are there. There's the vastness. It is the environmental impacts. It is the common heritage, interoperability, mechanisms. Everything is in place in the Indian Ocean region, because there are 36 key states and 20 peripheral states which are available. And historically as well, the major parts were also part of it. In these slides that I've just discussed, what is the range of Pakistan's maritime zones, and what is the other countries are doing. And just to highlight one thing over here, that Australia has about 50% of cargo tonnage shipped to and from passing via the Indian Ocean region. So this is a very important place, as we have seen in the start as well. That picture which was showing the small dots in yellow and red and blue colors. This is something basics. The UNCLOS is there. Strait of Hormuz, the choke points are there, how they are acting, how they are behaving, and there are certain traditional and not traditional threats. So coming over to the question, sir, how maritime issues are being dealt by Pakistan, and what are the instruments available to maintain order at sea? Sir, what I've done is that the theoretical framework which I've consulted over here is the Barry Buzan's theoretical framework. It has major 5 sectors. There's an interplay of these sectors. I've gone into some of the detail, and what I've made, these are some of the things which I've wrote from this, and these are the theoretical framework which is being explained over here. Just a few slides. I'll not go into detail. This is something which I wanted to discuss. This is what I've made. I've tried to make this the conceptual framework after going through the 5 sectors which he highlighted. Starting with is the military, environment, economic, societal, and political. On the top is Pakistan, with all the forces which are available to the Pakistan. On the left side of the screen are the instruments which are available, and what we are getting out of is order at sea. So this is how I've tried to put everything in one this maritime space, so that, because the theories which we have studied in the class, the things which we have seen in the class, the faculty which has taught in the last 3-4 months, what I believe that it is an interplay of all the theories which are going into all this. So, and because of that, we are coming towards the order at sea. Because if we take the example of one ship, it is going through the maritime zones of Pakistan. It has multiple nationalities. It is registered somewhere else. It is handling somebody else cargo, and if you stop it, and if you you use the power on it, and you say that this is sovereign, we have the rights, so it will become an issue. So all the instruments, all the sectors, environment, military, economic, societal, political, everything is having an interplay so that we get the order at sea. So this is how I've tried to construct a diagram. I hope it will be. What I'll say is that people should discuss and we should go ahead with this. These are some of the points which I've jotted down from this conceptual framework, sir. And this is the continuation, just simple examples of the maritime terrorism, how it is happening, and what it is doing. In the area of interest of Pakistan, in the Indian Ocean region, where is the exclusive economic zone of Pakistan. These are some of the deductions which are continued. We can skip this. These are the deductions which I have read from the literature review and all. And what about the conceptual framework? All simple points that how these things are affecting the complete entire Indian Ocean region. So I'll not go into details because I'm running short of time. It has all got the rebalancing, the Belt and Road Initiative, how this is affecting, how Russia is going to happen in this area. What is the ERF doing here? Emergence of multilateral maritime coalitions, US strategic partnership, and diplomatic overturns post-Pulwama and all. The COVID, what COVID has done with us, and how the Russia-Ukraine war is happening, and what are the impacts on this region. So I briefly touched upon these things. These are some of the findings which I found, that the theoretical framework which covers under the 5 sectors were applied in the maritime stage, and sectors are overlapping and they do not remain distinct. They shift into one. The problem shifts from one sector to other, and it keeps on happening like this. Like if we take the example of the political sector, if it belongs to the sovereignty of the country, or they look after the sovereignty, and if somebody is coming for the help in the territorial waters, which is exactly within the Pakistan's sovereign region, so you can't stop it as per the UNCLOS, as per the international regimes and the conventions in place. So this is how it is happening. If some calamity happens in the sea, and the military power will help without taking the because it is the help to the humanity. So it happens like this, that the society, military, environment, political, this everything comes in the interplay sort of a thing. So this theoretical framework was applied, and I've tried to find out, to do some findings over it. And so this is where we stand. This is also, I hope I have not overstepped my timings.